Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
Hello again and welcome to Fusion Mobile e-learning class. As always, here we are treating civic education, and my name is Abubakar Abdul. In this video, we are going to be looking at the pillars of democracy. We'll be looking at constitution and its roles. We'll be looking at the citizenry. We'll be looking at political parties. We'll be looking at free press. We'll be looking at NECO, and then finally we'll be looking at federalism. All these are pillars of democracy. Now, when we're talking about pillars of democracy, of course, we do know that democracy is a government of representation, government of the people, government of the people, for the people, and by the people. So now, when we say pillars of democracy, we are talking about institutions. We are talking about elements that must be in place to observe true democracy. If these elements are absent, you cannot observe true democracy. What you're going to have in a country is not democracy at all. Because if these pillars are in place, they help to ensure that there's check and balance. They help to ensure that a country is really, or should I say citizens or individuals in a country really observe the rule of law, where it says nobody's above the law, everybody's beneath the law. That means no matter what class you are in, no matter how rich you are, no matter how poor you are always beneath the law. The law has supreme power over everything. So these pillars of democracy are institutions or elements that must be present for you to observe true democracy. Now, let us look at the first pillar here. Basically, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are going to look at 6 pillars in this video. So the first pillar is the Constitution. Now, Constitution basically is a document. It's a document that comprises of the rules, laws, and regulations that govern a people. Is a document comprising of the rules, laws, and regulations that govern a people. It is through a constitution that you know your rights. It is through a constitution that you know what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. It is through constitutions that you know that, okay, I am allowed to do this here or there, and I'm not allowed to do this here or there. Constitution creates boundaries. It creates limitation, and also it observes your freedom as a citizen of a particular nation or country. So now, what are the roles that Constitution basically plays? From the explanation, I've already begun to see out some of the roles that the Constitution plays, but still, let us look at some of the roles that the Constitution play in our society. Number 1. A constitution defines the scope, powers, and functions of the organs, institutions, and agencies of government, as well as their relationship with one another. Number 2, it prevents leaders from becoming autocratic in democratic societies. Number 3, the Constitution protects the rights and liberty of the individuals. Number 4, the Constitution defines some of the duties and obligations of the citizens. Number 5, a constitution states the means whereby a change of government is to be effected. This helps to maintain peace and stability. Number 6, the constitution states the principles and objective of the country. Number 7, a constitution helps to maintain peaceful coexistence. Dispute can be settled constitutionally to the satisfaction of those concerned. And then finally, the Constitution is a symbol of the sovereignty of a nation. It shows that the state makes its laws, enforces them, and is not under any other foreign power. All these are roles of the Constitution in any given nation. Now, let us move to the next pillar of democracy we have here, the citizenry. Citizenry, of course. I'm a citizen, you're a citizen of Nigeria. How are we a pillar of democracy? How are we elements? How are we an institution to ensure the observation of true democracy? Picture this. When you have rulers and there's no citizens, does that make any sense? Picture a country where there are only those in political offices, but then again they have no followers. Picture a country where there are rulers and then there's no one to rule. Of course, it doesn't make any sense. And the citizens play a big role, because now when we're talking about democracy, we're talking about a representative government. Who put these representatives in the office that they occupy? It is the citizens, the electorate, those who are eligible to vote. Who are the representatives themselves? It is the citizens. Of course, as a Nigerian, someone from Ghana is not going to come here and tell me he wants to contest for the governorship of Abia. He's not a citizen of Nigeria. How can he contest for the governorship of Abia or even the presidency at large? So citizens are an important element, or are in very, very important pillars of democracy. And just like the Constitution, they have specific roles to play as pillars of democracy, and the following are some of these roles. Well, put it at the back of your mind, these roles go hand in hand with responsibilities and expectations. Some of these expectations or some of these responsibilities or some of the roles citizens play as pillars of democracy are: number 1, obedience to the law; number 2, payment of taxes and rates; number 3, participation in political process; number 4, maintenance of peace and unity; number 5, loyalty and patriotism; number 6, respect for the rights of others; number 7, assisting law enforcement authorities; and finally, helping in community development effort. All these are responsibilities, all these are roles, all these are duties, all these are expectations of citizens in a particular country or nation. So from the roles that we have mentioned, you see how important citizens are in any nation. Now let us move forward to the next pillar of democracy we have here. That's the political party. But before then, the question is going to pop up on your screen right now, and please do answer it correctly. Welcome back from that question, and I am hoping the answer you picked is answer number A. If you picked A, then you picked the correct answer, and kudos to you. Remember, at any time when you're confused and maybe you got lost as I was talking or something like that, you can always go back to the beginning of the video and watch it all over again. I am always here. All you have to do is just go back to the beginning of the video and watch it over again, so that you can have clarity and you can have better understanding. So now we're going to talk about the next pillar of democracy, which is the political party. Political party is political party. It's all the same. So now, what do we understand about political party? Here it says, in modern democracies, the principle of representation and election are fulfilled through the organization of political parties. They are the institutions that are involved in electoral processes or contests through which representative democracy is installed or instituted, as well as its principles and practices. Of course, since we are talking about democracy, we're talking about representative government. We're talking about government where people are elected into offices or people are appointed into offices. Now, how do these people get appointed? They just don't wake up one day and say, you know what, I feel like I want this appointment, or I just want to be the governor of this state. I want to be the councillor. I want to be the chairman. I want to be a member of the House of Representatives. Or I want to be a member of the Senate, National Assembly. You just don't wake up. Of course, you must be affiliated to a political party in Nigeria. After your affiliation to a political party, you run a primary election. In that political party, you tell them this is what you want, and when they see that you're a worthy candidate, when they feel that okay, you are competent enough, of course they are going to give you the mandate to pursue your goal, to pursue your political ambition of a particular office through their political party. So political parties basically create a platform by which people with political ambition can reach their goals. And that is also a very important pillar of democracy, because through political parties, You get to pick your representatives, people you trust, people you feel, okay, they have our interest at heart. It is through political parties that you get to meet these people and you get to decide, okay, this is the person I want to vote for, this is the person that I want to represent me. So basically, what are the functions of political parties? The following are some of the functions of political parties. Number 1, political parties contest elections. Number 2, peaceful change of government. Number 3, political enlightenment. Number 4, provides a forum for unity. Number 5, political parties serve as a link between the government and the people. Number 6, political parties provide the personnel for the running of government. Number 7, they make government in power more responsible. And then number 8, sensitization of the people on national issues. Okay, let's take one last one. Political parties identify the interest of the electorate and provide social amenities and infrastructure. Basically, all this mentioned are some of the roles of political parties in Nigeria. Now, without further ado, let's go to our next. Like I said, if you observe, yes, that's the last one we have here. We are talking about the pillars of democracy. When I say pillars, I said the institution, the elements that must be present for us to really observe true democracy. We talked about constitution, document that has the laws and rights that states the that governs a particular people. We have citizenry, myself and you, we are all citizens of Nigeria. We have political parties. You've heard of APC, PDP, APGA, all these are political parties in Nigeria. Free press, where we say freedom of press, the press must be free from any influence from government. Also, they must report information, they must report situations the way they are. We talked about NECO, the Independent National Electoral Commission, and then finally we talked about federalism, where we say federalism is a practice of government where there is constitutional division of power between the 3 tiers of government, which is the federal, state, and local government. I hope you have been paying attention. As always, when you reach a place and you don't understand, just go back to the beginning of the video and watch it all over again. I still remain Abubakar Abdul. Some questions are going to pop up on your screen right now, and I'm confident you're going to answer them without any difficulty. Till I see you in the next video, bye bye for now.